Hello dear viewers, hope you all are doing good. Welcome to Anuvyapti Academy. I am Anusha Naikwad, helping you to make your concepts easier. So today we will be looking into the very important concept of our statistics, one of the very scoring chapter, that is index numbers. So what do you understand by the word index numbers? So index numbers is one of a statistical measure or a device, I can say, in which we compare changes of variables. Okay, so index number is one such tool or statistical device which helps in comparison of how much change is occurring in particular variables. So that variables can be in terms of price, can be in terms of quantity, can be in terms of place, can be in terms of expenditure, can be in terms of value, anything. Two different things that have changed over a time. How much they have changed, that can be understood and studied with the help of index numbers. Okay, so in simple, index numbers is nothing but it's a statistical device which helps to compare or measure the changes in particular level of phenomenon like different variables like price, quantity and so on. Yes, is that clear? Now, when we have to compare happens when we have two variables, right? So compare, how we can compare when we have something of past, when we have something of present, or when we have something of present, we will try to understand something of future, right? So that is nothing but comparison. So there should be two things that we call it as current period and base period. So the comparison happens between current period and base period. Current period, very easily understanding present year or present situation, current year. What is this base period then? This base period is something very important period or something which is a past year or a period in which particular thing had happened, and we try to compare the present or the current year with that particular base year. For example, in 2011 something, there was a census conducted on the basis of population. How much is the population of the current year of 2011? Now, if we want to compare something of 2025, population of 25, how we will do? We will collect the population of 2025. We will compare it with population of 2011. Right? That is nothing but the comparison that is only possible when we try to study index number. So base period is any such important period or any such previous year which you are trying to take as a parameter to compare with the current year. So base period is which? The past period or any important year in which particular thing had happened and you are trying to compare that period with the current year. So with this we can term that index numbers is nothing but economic barometers which helps us to understand the changes that is happening. And always remember, index number is given in percentage. Okay, the change is always denoted with the percentage. So the final answer should always be in the percentages. So which are the important things here? One is current year, one is base year, and answer is always expressed in the form of percentage, and it facilitates comparison. Okay, so I hope this is the general intro of index number is clear. So according to syllabus, we will be studying three types of index numbers. So the first one is what's the first one? Price index number. So what is index number? Where we are trying to compare or are trying to understand the change over the periods. So what is price index number? Where we will try to study the changes in prices over different periods. Okay, so here also we will take two things into comparison, right? So one is current year price and one is base year price. Always remember, current year price is denoted by P1, P1, and base year price is denoted by P0, P1, P0. For example, just take an example of milk here. Okay, so current year 1 liter milk is of rupees 56 in 2025. In year 2002, the price of 1 liter milk was somewhere around 22 rupees. Okay, so this is our P1 and this is our P0, base year. This previous year becomes our base year and this becomes our current year. Okay, is that clear? Current year is always denoted by P1, base year is always denoted by P0. In price index number, what do we study? We study the changes that is happening in the prices over different year periods. How it is? By P1 and P0. Next one is quantity index numbers. So very simply, easily understandable what we are trying to study here. Changes in quantity demanded over different years. Am I right? Yeah. And the last one is value index numbers. Here we try to understand or study the change in value of commodities. Okay, so these are the three different types of index number we study. That is price index number, here P1, P0. Same way, quantity index number, Q1 is quantity of current year, Q0 is quantity of previous year, V1 is value of present year, V0 is value of previous year. This is very important. When we understand the basics of all three index numbers, we will be very easily understanding the different formulas and it will be very easy for us to do the calculation of different kinds of problems. So when you understand what is P1 and P0, Q1, Q0, V1, V0, it will be very useful for you to solve the problems of index numbers. So what is 1? 1 denotes what? Current year. Zeros denote previous years or base years. P stands for price, quantity is Q and value is V. These are the different types of index numbers. This is it for today's video. We have looked into the general introduction of index number. One of the very important, easiest and most of the scoring chapter of statistics. In our next video, we will be focusing entirely on price index number. Do not miss out, hit on the bell icon so that you will not miss any important video notification. Share this video with your classmates, hit like, subscribe and see you in the next video.